All right, so we've got at Utah. I want to say I believe Cameron Rising is coming back because he got injured in the bowl game, which I hate hearing, but I believe that he is coming back. They did lose their running back. I don't know if it was their starter or second string who entered into the portal today.
He went to the portal, yeah.
Was it their second string, first string? Which, I mean, both.
I thought it was their first string guy.
I think it was too. I was talking with Mark at work, and he's a big Utah fan. I want to say he was the quarterback turned running back, and he's just kind of a freak. He was an athlete, but I can't not pick Florida here. Like I have to. I don't know. This is why because I hate this because I want to win, and I'm not gonna go into that game thinking we're gonna lose because honestly, the same reason why we won last year. We have a brand new team again going into this. Yeah, they don't have quite as a brand new team. If Cameron Rising stays, and I don't feel like we really won the game with Anthony Richardson. So everyone's like, "Oh, we got Graham Mertz now." We didn't win that game with Anthony. He had some great plays. We won that game with running the ball, and the defense played really well. So the running team is still there. The O-lineman, yes, we're not quite sure. Our O-line, we're not sure where that's going to be at. But the thing that won, what Billy does a great job at, is still intact for the most part. So I got to go with Utah. So we want to know. McNeese State at Florida, obviously that's a W. Tennessee and Gainesville without Hendon Hooker, I like. I really do. I really, really do. I think there's a great opportunity there. It's going to be the first real game in Ben Hill. It's going to be insane. The reason why you play the games is because there's always going to be an opportunity. Tennessee is not going to be as good as they were, not going to be good this year as they were last year. And they barely beat us last year at home. We're going to be at home. And at this point, I feel like we could be kind of on a little bit better of a rhythm. At least we have, in my opinion, a second easy game. We're not playing Kentucky or something. We're going to get our teeth kicked in. So if we get a good win against Utah, we'll get a great win against McNeese, and now we're flowing. Last year, we never got into a rhythm. We could roll into Tennessee and do some damage. I really do.
Yeah, that one I can see. Look, if Joe Milton, the kid who played in the Orange Bowl against, if
he's
he was coming back,
no, he is.
He's a senior.
Oh, he is a senior. That's right. That's what I. But I think so he's not coming back. Are we sure?
I mean, it says Hendon Hooker's a senior, Joe Milton the third senior from Pahokee, Florida. And
that's right. So you and I talked about that. And I was like, I'm pretty sure they're going to be down to a freshman quarterback, and that was a big thing that I mentioned as well.
Taven Jackson right now is the next man up.
And Nico's coming in as well. They're $8 million quarterback. But look, all right, I'm 3-0 then. I'm 3-0 thus far. I'm going to get railroaded, but I don't care. Charlotte, who was fun to bet on this year, 4-0. Okay, cakewalk. Okay. Kentucky, I'm pretty sure they lost Chris Rodriguez, but obviously they picked up Devin Leary. But the way they got exploited in their bowl game, I understand Will Levis was gone, but that's the team that their defense is horrendous. They don't have an offensive coordinator currently. I know they got Devin Leary, but I don't feel like it's not Will Levis, and I don't think Will Levis beat us last year. We beat ourselves. And again, I know I know we've got a new team coming in, but at this point we're 4-0, and if in my opinion, we should be able to roll. We should be able to roll.
Okay.
We're 5-0. I'm going crazy here, I know, but how I look at it, things can get moving in college football if they fall the right way. It just takes one or two W's. This year, honestly, we were 2 ways to win from believing like, hey, we are that team. Honestly, like for the fact that we were in it every game, it was just we were missing the it factor. Then we got Vandy. We don't lose to Vandy twice. I'm not even going to talk about it. Leave me alone. South Carolina. I say we roll South Carolina. We've already beat them once. We don't see us losing again. I think it's going to be a good game, but I see us winning again. So now I'm crazy. We're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-0. I'll just be realistic. Say we lose to Georgia, even though they're going to have a new quarterback, but that quarterback is apparently pretty good. He's from Jax. He's from Orange Park High or something like that. I was talking with Ted about it. He's really good apparently. Kind of just waiting his turn. So we're 7-1. Arkansas, I'll give us 8-1. I'll say we lose to LSU, 8-2. And then we went out. So we finished 10-2. It's a wild prediction. Wild ass prediction. I get it. It's you guys are gonna roast me. Go ahead. Some of you guys are saying 4-8. I want to know where the 4 losses. I'm sure your losses are probably going to be FSU because I'm not going to say we lose to FSU, but let's just go. But let's be realistic. You do it, Steve, because you're going to be a little biased, but I'll fight back if I feel like you're being crazy. Go ahead.
So the Utah running back he wasn't a huge loss for them. He only had like 530
They
yards.
are losing their tight ends though, but continue.
They are. That's a huge thing for Utah because those guys were just machines in that offense. I'm going to say Utah with a new quarterback in that environment, first game, I think Utah's a loss.
Okay.
McNeese State, let's just skip that one altogether.
All right, 1-1.
Tennessee in Gainesville in the fans. It's in the swamp. I don't know if Tennessee can overcome that. I don't care what Tennessee has trotted out on the field. I just don't think that they could overcome the atmosphere.
So you give it to Florida?
I give it to Florida.
Okay, 3-1.
Skip it.
3-1. Okay.
Yep. Kentucky in Kentucky. That's not an intimidating environment, and I think if Florida has the quarterback at least settled and you guys can run the ball, I think that'll be a win for you guys. So I'll go ahead and give you Kentucky and Vandy.
4-1.
All right.
5-1.
Yep.
Okay.
5-1. Yep. Does Rattler have any
He's still there.
Eligibility?
Yeah,
Does he have eligibility for next year?
Yeah, he's still there. He's only a junior.
South Carolina finished the season pretty well. They beat Tennessee and Clemson.
Yeah, look, I think that's a good pick. So you're taking South Carolina. So we're 5-2.
I'll take South Carolina on that one. Yep.
5-2.
Georgia.
5-3. Okay.
All right.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. I think you win that one.
6-3.
Yep. In Gainesville. Yep. LSU at LSU.
6-4. You're gonna say LSU.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. And then Missouri, I think you beat that one.
7-5.
Florida State. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take Florida State out of just fanhood. But I mean, I don't think I'm not doing it because I'm a fan. I'm doing it because 80% of our.
So you got us going 7-5 because you got us losing to Florida State, LSU, Georgia, South Carolina,
in Utah.
Oh, in Utah. So you got 7-5. Okay.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's a healthy. Jordan says 9-4. Anthony says 8-3. Dave says 7-5. Gator Nation says 6-6.
Well, hold on. I'll say 8-5. I'll say 8-5 because I think that you win your bowl game. The matchup. I believe
I don't care about that.
Is. Let's go.
7-5. Okay. Look, I obviously my fandom overtook that when I was going for it, but look, I can't sit here and say like as a fan, genuinely, I can't sit here and say, hey, we can lose these games because I believe we can win these games. I believe in Billy. I believe in the process. What I saw last year, and I know what things are going to be changing, but I believe in the kids that are coming in. I really do. Call me crazy.
No, you're not crazy. You're a fan. Fan is sort of fanatic. The whole point of being a fan is to think that you're going to win every game.
You have to.
Realistically. Yeah, right. That's why we do this, guys. That's why we get on this show, and that's why we talk about our team so passionately, because we think we're going to win every game, and we want to win every game. You have to have that as a player. You have to have that mindset as well, too. Of course. Scott says 8-5. B Bean says 8-1. Duddle said, "How do we go 8-3? We win football games." Sports says 10-3. So I'm assuming he's picking the bowl game as well. Clayton Young says 10-2. I swear says 9-4. Look, I don't think it's. All we're all in the same neighborhood here. This year, I think I picked us like I think it's losing 3 games. Is what I picked us this year. Obviously, we lost a lot more. The Vandy game was outrageous. The FSU one is always going to be a toss up. Like you can't really count that, but that was obviously a big L. And look, part of what I said was we got to get on a roll. And losing Kentucky was a tough one. I had us beating Kentucky. I had us losing to LSU. I had us losing to Georgia. I think I had us losing to Texas A&M. If I had to be honest. I believe so. Going into the season with what they looked like, I mean, weren't they a top 5 team? People had them. You had them in your damn bowl. I know for sure. I 100% thought that was going to be a team that was going to be in the playoffs. My 3 losses last year were Georgia, Texas A&M, and LSU, and I had 2 of the 3 right. So look, my opinion, Tennessee is not going to be what Tennessee was this year. And they barely got through with us. I think I have been preaching it this entire time. Tennessee was lightning in the bottom. Now they did a great job. They rolled Clemson, which if that's an embarrassing loss for Clemson. I don't care that you didn't have DJ Lagway in. You had your guy in. That's an embarrassing loss. You should. Ugo. Yeah, that DJ. Yeah. Kentucky. I feel like Kentucky after beating us, it was just a constant, just slow decline for the rest. Can't see man for the rest of the year. And I don't think they really, even though we didn't have a great close, I don't see Kentucky getting it done. So South Carolina's going to be a tough game. We could lose that game. Arkansas is probably going to be tough because Arkansas played. They were better than what they were sneaky good this year. Yeah, they were better than what their record showed. I just don't know what they bring back or what they got going on. Anthony says lost to Utah, Georgia, and LSU. That's fine.
8-3. One game was hurricaned out. Oh, that's right. 8-3 does it add up to 12.
The concern with the Tennessee game or with the Utah game, I think is really the big one. Is I don't know. Richardson did a lot, especially for the Tennessee game. Richardson did a ton in that game. Didn't he throw for like 400 yards and like 4 touchdowns?
No, which one? The Tennessee game? No,
last year
he threw for like 400 yards at the end of the year versus like, and we still lost.
Look at this.
Was it you? Was it versus Florida State? He had a 400-yard passing game towards the end of the year. I can't remember who it was against.
Let me look at this. I'm pretty sure that against Tennessee he went.
It was like a 45-38 football game. So,
Anthony Richardson, 453 yards passing
in Tennessee too. Okay, I think because
that's a lot. That's a lot of offense, man.
Yeah. Yo, I'm so excited that Todd Golden lost 0-2 in the SEC. Yeah, like, bro, we lose Mike White. That's brutal, boys. God, we're in a down point right now for Florida as a whole. But
holy crap! So Richardson in that game, 453 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He only had 1 sack, and then he was 17 rushes for 67 yards. He was your highest rusher for the game with two more touchdowns. He accounted for 4 touchdowns and 1 pick.
That was the game.
He was a machine in that game, right? Now, look, Hendon Hooker, he played his game, and he had 127 yards rushing.
So look, with that knowledge, I didn't realize he balled out that much. That game may not be as much as a shoo-in because the guy that in a sense won that or kept us close is now gone. So.
Well, yeah, but so was their guy and their backup guy. And so now Tennessee's going to have to figure something out. I will say this. Heupel has been a quarterback whisperer just about everywhere he's gone. So I'd be scared of that guy. He beat us in the national championship in 2000, and I hate that guy. So